It started with a photo from my phone, taken while I was out of town. Then my doorbell camera caught something invisible. And last night, my phone tracked a walk I never took. This is Mr. H. You're listening to Masked Horror. My phone sent me a picture I never took. It started with a ping at 3:17 a.m. I was staying in a hotel 3 states away, in town for a work conference. I'd left my apartment locked up tight, lights off, blinds closed, and my phone powered down in my luggage since I'd been using my work phone all week. But early that morning, I got a notification on my iPad. New photo added to your iCloud library. That made me sit up in bed. I didn't think much of it at first. Maybe an old image finally uploaded. But when I opened the Photos app, my stomach dropped. It was a dimly lit shot of my living room. It looked like it had been taken from my couch, low angle, slightly tilted, as if someone had been sitting there, phone in hand, just snapping a casual photo in the dark. Only problem was, I wasn't home. No one should have been there. The timestamp on the photo, 3:17 a.m. Same moment the notification came through. Same moment I woke up. At first, I convinced myself it had to be a glitch, maybe a cached image or some weird software bug. I have a couple of smart home cameras, so I logged into the app and started scrubbing through the feed. Nothing. No motion alerts. No signs of entry. Just hours of stillness. But something about the photo kept bothering me. So I zoomed in, trying to make sense of the darkness. That's when I saw it. In the corner of the room, just above the TV, there's a tall standing mirror, and in the reflection, there was a shape. It wasn't sharp, just a vague silhouette, blurry, human-shaped, like someone was standing behind the couch when the photo was taken. I stared at it for a long time, heart pounding. I couldn't tell if it was real or just some optical illusion, but I know that mirror. It should have been reflecting the hallway, an empty hallway. I called Apple support the next morning, told them I'd gotten a photo from my phone while it was supposedly turned off. The guy on the line was polite, but clearly confused. I was too, so I kind of understood. According to the metadata, the photo was taken with my phone. The GPS tag matched my apartment exactly. Battery level showed 4%. Flash off. Live photo disabled. That doesn't make any sense to me. But here's the part that made me feel sick. He told me the phone had been powered on for less than 90 seconds total. Just long enough to unlock, snap the photo, and shut down again. When I got back home 2 days later, the place was exactly how I left it. No forced entry, nothing stolen, no signs of a squatter or anyone staying there. But my phone, the one I'd supposedly powered down, was sitting on the kitchen counter with 3% battery, and the last app open, the camera. I deleted the photo, at least I thought I did. But a few nights ago, another image popped up in my iCloud folder. Same angle, same couch, same time of night. But this time, the silhouette was closer to the mirror. My doorbell camera sent me a motion alert, but no one was there. At 4:03 a.m., I got a motion alert from my Ring doorbell. I live alone, in a 6th-floor apartment in the city. Pretty normal setup. 1 bedroom, decent view, and a Ring doorbell camera mounted right outside my door, mostly for peace of mind. That night, I woke up to a notification. Motion detected. Front door. 4:03 a.m. I figured it was a neighbor getting home late. Happens all the time, but when I checked the footage, nothing. Just the hallway. No movement, no lights flickering, not even a shadow. But the clip kept playing. Full 30 seconds. I replayed it twice, thinking I missed something. Still, nothing. Except the audio. There was a faint hum in the background, low and steady, like machinery, or maybe something electrical. I'd never heard that in any kind of recording before. Curious, I downloaded the video to my laptop and adjusted the contrast. That's when I saw it. Dead center, right in front of my door, there was a ripple. A faint distortion, like heat waves off asphalt. It swayed side to side, slowly, almost rhythmically. You'd never notice it unless you were looking for it. I went down a rabbit hole after that. 3 weeks back, same thing. Thursday morning, 4:03 a.m. Same ripple, same hum, same 30 seconds of nothing. It happened again the next Thursday, and the one after that. Every time, the distortion got a little clearer. Not more detailed, just more there. Like whatever it was, it knew I was watching. I called the building to ask if anyone had tampered with the camera. They said no. Maintenance hadn't been on my floor in weeks. However, I didn't tell them about the video. A couple of weeks later, I moved out. I couldn't sleep, and I kept waking up at 4:03, heart pounding, even after disabling notifications. A few months passed. I'd mostly forgotten about it, or tried to. Then I got a call from a friend who still lives in the building. He said the new girl in my old unit knocked on his door, freaked out, started asking if the place was haunted or something. She'd been getting some alerts, video alerts. I asked if she saw anything in the footage. He said no, but something feels like it's standing there. My phone logged a 2 a.m. walk through the woods while I was asleep. I was in my college dorm, nothing fancy, just 2 beds, a desk, and the kind of thin mattress that makes your back hurt after finals week. The last month of the semester, I woke up to a notification from my iPhone. It said, "Workout complete. Walking 1.2 miles." The timestamp was 2:42 a.m. At first, I thought it was a mistake, but when I opened Apple Health, it showed a full walking route, a looped path through this trail system, 2 miles from campus, a wooded area near the river that people jogged through during the day. I don't remember leaving my room. My phone was on the charger beside my bed the whole night. I hadn't gone drinking, hadn't taken anything. I even asked my roommate, and she said I was out cold the whole time. Still, the route was mapped out perfectly. Not shaky or random like a GPS glitch. A clean, smooth trail that ended back at the trailhead at exactly 3:04 a.m. I chalked it up to a software bug, something weird with my location history, deleted the data, and tried to forget about it. But 3 nights later, I got another alert. Same thing. Workout complete. Walking. Only this time, the route didn't make it back. It started in the same woods, same trailhead, but it stopped just over halfway in. And then, nothing. The phone went completely inactive for 23 minutes. No data, no movement, no signal. And then suddenly, it reappeared, back on campus, like it had teleported. I remember waking up that morning feeling off, like I hadn't really slept. My legs ached, my socks were dirty, like I'd worn them outside. But my shoes were still neatly tucked under the bed. I checked to find my iPhone just in case, and the timeline showed exactly the same thing. Walked into the woods, stopped for 23 minutes, then somehow jumped locations. I thought about going to the police, but what would I even say? I even tried to retrace the route myself one afternoon. Brought a friend with me. Everything looked normal, just empty trails, bird sounds, distant traffic. But around the halfway mark, we both noticed the same thing at the same time. There was this patch of ground just off the trail, like something had been dragged across the dirt. Fresh, disturbed leaves, deep, old patterns, not footprints, like someone had been crawling. That night, I went down a rabbit hole with Google Timeline and my iCloud logs, and that's when I saw it. In my contacts, under recents, there was a new entry I didn't recognize. Just a number, no name, area code from 2 states over. I never got a call or a text from it. I blocked the number immediately, but I haven't slept well since. Because every time I wake up, the health app is open, and the location permissions, even though I turned them off, are still on.